Hey everybody, it's Marshall for TradeInDetectives.com. Today I'm making a little guide here for the crafting system for Dragon Age Inquisition. Surprisingly deep and fun crafting system from BioWare. I'm here at Skyhold, the second headquarters of the Inquisition that you unlock about 10 to 15 hours in. So let's get this started. If you're only in Haven, crafting works the same, but you don't have access to Mastercrafts or runes. Now, before you start crafting, you'll need schematics that you can find in the game world in chests, on monsters. You can earn them through rewards at the war table, or you can buy them from merchants. Right now, I'm looking at the inventory for the schematics merchant in Val Royeaux on the second floor, just past that little garden in the south. Now there are 4 crafting stations, the weapons crafting station, the armor crafting station, and then 2 modification stations for weapons and crafting mods. Now there are 4 types of armor that you can craft in Dragon Age Inquisition. Those are helms, which are classless, although there are minor differences in damage resistance based on the class that is intended for, with warrior helms being stronger than rogue helms. There are light armors, which are the mage armor. There are medium armors, which are the rogue armors. And then you have the heavy armors, which are for warriors. Now, each of the 3 armor types has its primary component, with the component determining its base resistance stats. Now there are 3 levels of material with low, medium, and high quality that determine the stats. The primary component for mage's armor is cloth. The primary component for scout armor is leather, and the primary component for warrior armor is metal. Now, besides determining the base stats of your armor, the materials used also determine the color and material of your armor aesthetically. So, depending not necessarily on whether it's cloth, leather, or metal, it'll determine the shader, the sheen, the textural quality to the armor, as well as its color. And each of the materials has a different color, and I haven't noticed any 2 materials that have the same appearance necessarily, even though they might be 2 different shades of red. Here you can see that the cloths have some pretty distinct patterns. Some of them are a bit more elaborate, some of them are plain, whereas the leathers kind of have different textures to them, such as more scaly or furry, or a more coarse hide appearance. Outside of the base damage resistance of the armor, secondary components, which also affect appearance, determine bonus stats. And the specific stats are determined by the specific material used. In the case of armor, most of the bonuses apply to defenses or stats, such as strength, constitution, damage resistance, resistance to specific types of damage, increasing the chances of an enemy being staggered or bleeding upon hitting your character. Finally, once you are in Skyhold, you unlock Masterwork crafting, which essentially provides additional benefits to armor, such as providing new abilities, bonuses to abilities, or a percentage chance of increasing the base stats of your armor by 10%. Masterwork materials have a chance to drop on enemies you kill, or when mining resources, and override the primary appearance of your armor. Now, weapon crafting works the same way as armor crafting. The primary material determines the appearance of the weapon, and also determines the base damage per second of the weapon, or in the instance of shields, the base armor rating. Additionally, at the weapons and armor crafting stations, you can craft weapon and armor mods, which from the upgrade stations can be used to change the appearance of your weapons, as well as provide additional stat benefits. Once you've unlocked Skyhold and the Arcanist Dagna, you can craft weapon runes, which provide special damage types, or increase damage against specific enemies, which are crafted at the weapon station and then can be added from the weapons mod station. Most of the stat benefits that you will see with your weapons and armors will come from weapon mods, and here you can see that they can apply additional damage types, they can increase overall damage, they can do bonus damages such as bleeding or increasing the chances of critical hits. They also change the appearance of your weapons, as I said before, so that if you don't like the core appearance of a weapon, you can change it to something more your liking. Now, there are different schematics for different weapon mods. So unlike weapons where it's a tier system, you have a much more freedom to decide how you're going to mod a weapon. So you can take a better weapon that you're not super in love with aesthetically and make it something you like. Change the appearance to something either more fantasy themed or more rustic. Give it a nice wooden grip. Now next to the weapon station is the armor station. The armor station is where you apply your armor mods. Armor mods, just like weapon mods, provide additional stat benefits to the armors of which you apply them. There are two varieties, arms and legs. But most important of all, they provide sleeves and boots. Look at that. Look at those sleeves. Look at those boots. Now, crafting in multiplayer works the same as single player. You can create weapons, armors, weapon and armor mods. There are a few differences, however. In addition to being able to upgrade armors for specific characters, you can unlock new multiplayer characters by crafting their armors. In addition to crafting new armors in order to unlock the characters that wear those armors, you can also craft armor upgrades to characters you already have, as well as weapon upgrades. You also have access to the ability to customize weapons by adding upgrades from the menu in between. Now, unlike single player and multiplayer, you do not have the benefit of mining resources out in the open world. You unlock resources by salvaging different weapons that you may unlock through playing multiplayer and in chests in the game, or by buying chests with gold. Now you might find yourself with a weapon you don't want to use, or a weapon worse than what you currently use, or just a weapon that you don't want for a class that you don't play and will never play. You can break that down, and it'll give you one unit of the material that it's made out of, which can then be used to craft weapons, mods, armors, whatever you want. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for more tips, tricks, guides, and cheats, subscribe to the channel Trade-in Detectives.